So I'm going to teach you how to get the confession scene with Astarion after dealing with Araj. First, obviously, you need to have started the romance quest with Astarion, so you need to have slept with him either before or at the goblin or tiefling party. You go into Moonrise Towers, and you should click on this lady here.
Just a pinch of Araj Baldur, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. It is a pleasure to stand before a true soul and your pale companion. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing.
What does a trader in blood do exactly?
I trade in blood and the potions that can be wrung from it. I'm more than happy to make you one, if you'd honor me with your blood. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself.
Now, it's not necessary that you do this whole thing where she's going to use your blood to make a potion, but I really recommend it because she's going to give you this unique little potion you can use to add buffs to members of your party, and it's going to be specific to whatever race the character you are talking to her with is. In this case, might have. What kind of potion is this exactly?
No idea, but it will be unique to you. Your blood essence and the Absolute's blessing intertwined. We can learn exactly what that means together,
And what exactly will you do with the blood you keep?
Research, naturally. A little experimentation, perhaps. I have an innate curiosity for all things sanguine.
Sounds interesting. Let's do it.
Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. There we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. Although perhaps there's one more thing we could discuss. Your friend. He's a vampire, no? Or one of their spawn, at least.
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the Absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did. I assume he belongs to you?
Alright. Now here, if you want Astarion's approval, you gotta remember that Astarion is very much into freedom. So I'm going to say 1. Excuse me, he's his own person.
I'm sure he really believes that. How utterly adorable. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry, you want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale, but it's yours if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge?
Okay, now this is where it gets important. How you respond here is critical. Remember that in Baldur's Gate 3, every choice you make has consequences. Will she give you the potion if you force Astarion to bite her? Yes. But if you force him to bite her, he will break up with you. So, how you respond to this, do not pick this one. You can pick this one, but I'm going to use this. I'm surprised, Astarion. I thought you'd jump at a chance like this.
I'm sorry, but could you excuse us a moment? Are you actually asking me to do this? Trading me for some potion? Because there's something wrong with her blood. I can smell it from here. It's rank.
Do not choose this one, and I've never tried it, but probably don't choose that one. You could do this, but I'm going to ask him to clarify. What do you mean? What's wrong with her blood?
I can't say. It just smells wrong. Unnatural. Drinking it wouldn't kill me, but it would not be pleasant.
I don't have all day, true soul.
And here's the moment where the decision you make will determine whether you stay with Astarion or not. So I'm going to do 1. Don't do anything you don't want to.
All right. Thank you. It's still a no, I'm afraid.
How very disappointing.
Thank you. I appreciated that.
Okay, now if you had allowed her to use your blood in a potion, you'll get this cool little potion of your blood that she made that'll give a buff to a companion. Mine, since she's an elf, elixir of elven elegance, and basically it's got the racial buffs of an elf, and you can give it to someone who's not an elf to buff them. So that's why I suggested you do it. But here comes the next part. Whenever you're ready, you go to camp and go to long rest.
One day I'll catch a break.
Just do whatever you plan to do before you go to sleep. Then click on a bedroll and go to bed. It'll trigger this cutscene.
I want to thank you.
You can choose pretty much any of these except for 5. So I'm gonna go with just to be funny, for having such delectable blood.
For what you said. Whilst I was in front of that vile drow. I spent 200 years using my body to lure pretty things back from my master. What I wanted, how I felt about what I was doing, it never mattered. You could have asked me to do the same. To throw myself at her. What I wanted be damned. But you didn't. And I'm grateful.
Okay, now it's also important what you choose during this cutscene. So you can choose. So you don't want to choose this one or that one. So I'm going to say I don't want you to do anything you don't want to.
It's a novel concept, I admit. And, a little intimidating. It would have been so easy to bite her. To just go along with what I was being told to do. A moment of disgust to force myself through, and then I could have carried on just like before.
Now, you can choose pretty much any of these, and he'll have different responses. Just to get more information, I'm going to use force. So why sleep with me? Did you think you'd get something from it?
Well, of course. I needed protection. People don't trust vampires, perhaps understandably, so I needed to get someone on my side. And seducing you was easy, frankly. So imagine how stupid I felt when I started to genuinely feel something for you. Trust me, I was not happy about it. You were a complication I didn't see coming. And yet...
Okay, here's another part where it's crucial how you choose here. If you choose any of these 3, you will end you will end the Astarion romance questline. This one is obviously really mean. This one here, number 2, is actually a very unique breakup method for Astarion. Unlike a lot of the other breakups, in number 2, it will actually respond positively. But if you pick number 2, although you will still have a positive relationship with him, you will not be able to continue the romance quest line. So choose wisely. If you want to continue the romance quest line, you have to choose one. I care about you.
Really?
And I guess pretty much any of these. I'm gonna choose hug him.
You're full of surprises, aren't you? Honestly,
That's
I have no
hilarious.
idea what we're doing.
Her braid is just standing up by
Or
itself.
what comes next. But I know that this is nice.
And that's pretty much it. That's how you trigger that cutscene. As you can tell, it's fairly similar to the normal romance cutscene you get in Act 2, but as this one is specific to the Araj dialogue in Moonrise Towers, that's the only way that you can trigger it. Obviously, there are still ways within the game, particularly in Act 2, that you can end up with Astarion breaking up with you. I suppose each of the 2 different ways you can two different versions of the confession scene are fairly cool on their own. This one, though, is in my opinion, I like it better because it gives you some more insight into Astarion's tragic past and the fact that he is not able to even really comprehend the idea that he's allowed to say no. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.